Ah, I love that intro. Okay, so I am Curious Key, and welcome to my channel and to my first ever YouTube video. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so this game is Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War, and we're going to be doing a let's play of it through the single player campaign on the hard difficulty with one video per mission. So that means that most likely the different videos are going to be of different lengths. So, as you can see, if you're familiar with it, this is a game based on a very long-running tabletop strategy game, Warhammer, as in the title, and it's probably one of the darkest sci-fis that's kind of popular, and I absolutely love it. So, let's get going. Mission 1, card, play mission. Planetfall. So as you can see here, we have orcs and Imperial Guard, and yeah, this is very clearly a fair fight. Yep, just these normal sized humans against these massive orcs, and the Imperial Guard have decided to hit the orcs with their guns. Always a smart decision. At least.
Hold the line! In the name of the Emperor, you will not falter!
So yeah, they're getting their absolute asses handed in, which is kind of really the job description of an Imperial Guard. Although,
Hold! Run for your lives! Cowards! You will fight, or you will die.
and there you see, with him shooting his own men, how much of a friendly work environment it is for an Imperial Guardsman. Recruitment centres are now open, and so here come the Space Marines, who are going to hand the orcs' asses to them in return, because this world is, ultimately a fair one. You reap what you sow and all that, and it would be unfair to, not give the orcs
I am
a
Captain
gift.
Gabriel
What
Angelos
they've
of the
done.
Blood Ravens 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the orcs, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here for your thanks. This port must be held if we are to maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord. But the orcs have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orcs only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you or they are dead.
So that was Captain Gabriel Angelos of the 3rd Company Space Marines.
Let us destroy this alien filth.
And I don't know about you, but I just love the voice acting in this game. It's probably sounds quite hammy or cheesy, but I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so he's about to give us an explanation based
What a
game.
glorious day for a battle. As the Stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled.
Oops,
We should
sorry.
proceed with caution until it is finished.
Okay, so, as he just said, this is our Stronghold, which is our HQ building. If we lose this, we are pretty much screwed, but this is the start of the
Splendid.
mission,
The stronghold is
so
complete.
it's not likely to happen.
We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
So, these are our basic units. We have a Servitor, who is a builder. We have Captain Gabriel Angelos, Force Commander, who is a mostly close combat command unit. He can't be allowed to die.
The first thing we need is a chapel barracks.
At least I
That
don't
will
think
allow
so.
us
I
to call
can't
down
actually
more
remember.
Space Marine squads.
And these are our Space Marine squads. Now, it just calls these guys a Space Marine squad in this, but in the tabletop game, they are called a Tactical Marine squad. They are the basic frontline troops of the Space Marines.
Moving out. Direct us to the enemy.
And as the Space Marines are basically an elite infantry-focused army, you get less of them and they cost more than other armies, but they are a lot more powerful. It's fairly balanced. And
My faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord.
so we should get
Here to serve.
beginning building a chapel barracks so we can recruit more.
Ask.
So I'll give you a little bit of a
Stands
basic
ready,
rundown of
Ever vigilant.
the scenario in this, because it doesn't really give you much of an intro in the opening cutscene. So we are defending a planet that is under attack by a massive invasion of orcs, who are wiping out the local Imperial Guard defense force, which is a very familiar story in Imperial Guard, as you'll know if you've ever been a fan of the Warhammer universe. And we have been called
Beware
in
the alien,
to save it.
the mutant, the heretic.
And that's basically what we're doing here. We've just landed on the planet and we're just setting out to kick green ass.
Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. Now
Okay.
you can build some more Space Marine squads.
So yeah, just chapel barracks, we can build more Space Marines. So I'm going to go ahead and build 2 more squads because that's all I can actually get. As you can see up here, we have a little information readout. Up the top left we have requisition resources, which is what we use to build.
If we are to defeat these orcs, we will need to call in some
never shut
special
up, does it?
weapons. We must build an armory to get access to them.
Yeah, so this is our most basic resource, and power, which is this kind of secondary resource, which is used by more advanced things. And we have our population caps, infantry, and vehicles. As you can see here, we cannot actually use any vehicles in this mission. We can use 10 points of infantry. Now, the Space Marines cost 4 points each. However, that's per squad, not per actual guy. So as you can see here, I can actually add more members to the squads without it costing any more
What's your
population.
order?
Because it's a
Understood.
squad-based
Yes, my
strategy
lord.
game, not
Awaiting
a
orders.
individual
Stay vigilant. We
unit-based.
stand ready.
Yes, most beneficent.
Okay, so the
one.
next phase really for us is to
Strategic
capture
point
some
identified. Fear
some
denies
kind of
faith.
objectives, strategic
Objective
points, as
lost.
this game calls them.
We must start capturing strategic points.
Yeah, perfect timing. He
These
just
3
begins to-
closest strategic points will do for now.
protect us to do
Let
it.
us capture them first, and then move on to the others.
Yeah, so these give us our requisition resources, which we'll need for building more stuff. Now, honestly, in this first mission, we don't really need them, but I'm just capturing them anyway because, well, this is mainly a Let's Play, but I'd like to give a bit of a info about how the game works as well for those who haven't actually played it. And that's why I've been talking about the
Securing
armies a little
objective.
bit as well.
The
So
area
yeah,
is secure.
actually I'll give a bit more
Orders
background
received,
because I
brother.
do want to this to be have a bit more information and just a raw
Maintain
Let's Play.
attack formation.
So
Yes,
first I'll just
most
build
beneficent one.
a listening post here because that gets us
Awaiting
more
orders.
resources.
Fear our
Ow!
wrath.
First contact! Combat! Fighting! Shooting-y stuff! Putting bullets in green bodies! You can see here,
Awaiting
the Space Marines
orders.
are kind of tearing them apart in the shooting. And that's because the orcs are a mostly close combat army. They do have shooting units like these shooter boys here, but they are almost entirely based around the
We
close
are the
combat. The
Emperor's
shooting
chosen.
units are almost
What's
like a
your
token
order?
gesture, really.
Moving out.
Praise the Emperor.
And i.e., if you're playing orcs and you're not in close combat, then,
Confirmed.
you know, there's something wrong with you.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
And the Space Marines are probably...
Kill.
Oh, you know, in this they
Maintain
come
attack
across as a bit more shooty, but
formation. Understood.
they are one of the more balanced armies,
Burns,
i.e. they can
kill.
actually fight and win in close combat, especially with some of the later unit
Objective
types,
logged.
like Assault Marines. And the Imperial Guard, the other army we've seen a little bit of, are just normal human soldiers, and they are almost entirely shooting. They have almost no close combat units, so that's one of the reasons why they were getting their asses handed to them so badly in the intro video. So yeah, well, actually one thing I should say is the Space Marines, if you're
Yes,
not
my
familiar
lord.
with the universe, are like genetically engineered super soldiers who were created by the Emperor of Mankind.
This day shall
in
be
an
a
effort
joy.
to take
Well
over
done.
the
We have
universe.
captured several strategic points.
Yup. And these are
Capturing
meant to be the
strategic
good
points
guys.
and building listening posts
Stay
on them
vigilant,
earns us more
brothers.
requisition
Understood.
resource, which we can use when we build
Understood.
squads and
Onward
equipment.
to glory.
It is time to
Oh,
hunt
so
down
here we
the
are. We
source
actually
of these
found
orcs.
the
They
first
must have a base somewhere
orc
within
camp.
the walls
And we
of
have
this
these
Imperial
block
facility.
guys getting basically stood on
Look,
screens.
an orc camp. And look there, a break in the spaceport's defensive wall.
So we'll just
Must have
shoot down these
blasted
war
their
banners because they basically
We
act
must
like weak
destroy
turrets.
this orc camp and any other
And, you know,
foul
Space Marines
creatures may have constructed.
Aren't a fan of bullets, you know.
Engaging the enemy.
So yeah, here we are. Just as you can see there, even when they are shooting, even with that big minigun at us, we don't really lose much. Not from orcs because their shooting units just don't really do much damage.
Attack formation.
And also,
Excellent. The point is now protected from an orc retaliation. We should continue to build listening posts on all our captured points.
Fear our wrath.
Excellent.
Cleanse.
This
Purge.
orc camp has
Kill.
been
capture
destroyed.
this
Objective
objective
mark.
marker up here. Oh yeah, I might be going quiet here sometimes, but that is because I'm going to
Those
adopt.
Imperial Guardsmen look like they could use some
Uh-huh.
assistance.
Yeah, see
Come,
here.
brothers, make haste.
Our prayers have been answered. Here come the Space Marines!
So as I was going to say, I'm going to adopt a policy of not speaking during cutscenes because I don't want to get in the way of the story. I want that to be kind of still appreciable in this Let's Play, and myself, I do find it a little bit annoying when Let's Players talk through dialogue and cutscene elements in games, because I like to be able to appreciate the story in a game I haven't played yet. So I'm going to try to be quiet during cutscenes, so you guys can get a taste of the actual story.
We are the Imperial Guard. It is time we started acting like it.
Fear our
Well,
wrath.
you already were. You were dying en masse, and that is how you act like Imperial Guard.
Onward.
Because they
to
are,
glory.
you know, they're a cheap cannon fodder army. You know, there's just they get hundreds of soldiers, and you know, you just throw them at the enemy and lose a few and win
Heresy.
after you wear them down. Really, that's how they work.
What's your order?
More orcs.
Enemies of the Imperium.
As you can see here, our guy here, so that massive sweet guy, he really kicks ass in close combat. His power sword gives him a lot of punch.
For the glory of the Imperium.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
So yeah, you hear a lot about the Empire in the dialogue for the Space Marines. Now the Empire is basically formed up by all the elements of humankind. You've got the Space Marines, you've got the Imperial Guard,
Regroup!
you've got the Inquisition, Adeptus Sororitas, all sorts of little bits, and loads of, you know, civilians, of course, as well. And they are basically a massive religious race.
Orders received.
The Emperor is basically some kind of superhuman ruler of the Imperium who was actually taken out in a previous war called the Horus Heresy, which happened 10,000 years before the present day in the universe. And he's now kind of in a coma on this massive device keeping him alive. Keeping him alive. And even though he himself was an atheist and didn't want anyone worshipping him, after he was taken out, the entire Imperium started worshipping him as a god. So the modern kind of Imperium, they're kind of like space Catholics, really. That's just the kind of term I've heard used by other fans, and it's one of my favourites for the Imperium. Yeah, space Catholics. And you know, it actually carries out an iconography. Like, you know, some of their buildings you even see kind of like a lot of church and Gothic style architecture. Even their spaceships have Gothic style architecture all over it. So they're really like a future mutation of Christianity, really. And in some weird ways that actually kind of plays out because they're pretty grim. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, this is a grimdark universe, and you know, these guys are meant to be the good guys, but like if a normal human civilian was in their way, they could probably just, you know, kill them because they were in their way. It's really, these are the good guys, and that just means that they are the least likely to try to destroy all life in the universe, and that's really as far as you can push it. Ooh, I've just realised on the map down here that I've oh no, that's just the Imperial guard. I thought I left some guys behind. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry if that came through on the microphone. A little bit of a chest infection.
There's work to be done.
Stay vigilant.
Yeah, you've got work to do, and that's why you're going to spend the rest of this mission just sitting there in your little ditch.
Stay vigilant.
Great,
brothers.
guys. Way to be
Orders
heroes.
received, brother.
So as you can see, this is the first mission. It's really not very difficult. It's just kind of teaching us the game mechanics.
Kill.
Oh yeah, you heard there. Cleanse, purge, kill. These are the good guys. Yeah, these are the good guys in the universe.
Attack.
Yeah, they're all for peace, love, cleansing, purging, killing. Really, what you could hope that any forward-thinking person would be for. Really, you know, really universal human ideals. Yeah. So I'm just gonna these orcs are standing there waiting, letting them kind of run up behind them and just chop them to pieces. Not the smartest orcs. And now orcs might not seem very, you know, unique in the world of kind of sci-fi and fantasy. They really aren't, but I really like these orcs because, like, they're fairly different to your average orcs. They have a good deal more personality. There's a lot more comedy in them than there is in a lot of orcs, and
We are the Emperor's
they're actually
chosen. Yes, my lord.
a fungus
We
evolved
stand
life
ready.
form. They are literally fungus. The way they breed is
My
that they
faith
actually
is my shield.
grow from
Weapons at
spores
ready.
Walk softly
in like
carry a
caves.
big gun.
So they actually
Today the enemy
they're basically massive axe-wielding mushrooms. And like, you know, that's even though they're called orcs, that's I've got to say that's pretty unique as races go.
Commencing attack. Cleanse.
praise the Emperor.
Yeah, so oh yeah, this is actually their final base. By the looks of it. Yeah, so here we have their settlement, which is their kind of last place. And we are just going to destroy that because it will stop them from kind of doing a few things to regenerate their base while we blow up the rest of it. And because it's the first thing I clicked on.
None shall stop us.
Apart.
For the glory of the Imperium.
And blow up their pile of guns. That's kind of how the orcs work. Our army's equivalent would be an armory, and they get a pile of guns.
Attacking as ordered.
So if anything, they really are kind of like the comic relief race in the universe. Although they're, you know, a lot less annoying than a lot of comic relief elements are in fiction.
None shall stop us.
So yeah, I'm just gonna wipe out their boys' hut. So because they keep on throwing out orcs at me. And, you know, when you want the orcs thrown at me, it's not the best thing, you know. It's not the thing you really want passed at you, you know, like, you know, footballs and tennis balls and, you know, even shuttlecocks. People can usually manage in their day, but an orc? Nah, that's just not something you want to have passed at you.
Moving out.
Guys here, even though there's like literally no more enemies.
For the glory of the Imperium.
Aha! The base is destroyed.
Walk softly. There. That's the last of them. Well done, Blood Ravens.
Well
Victory
done, guys.
Is ours.
Victory!
Excellent. This
Yes.
orc camp has been
enemies
destroyed.
of the
Emperor still draw breath. There can be no peace.
So, that should actually be the end of the mission, guys.
My faith is my shield.
Maintain attack formation.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm
Fear
very
our
sorry.
wrath.
By the looks of it, I actually left something alive all the way back here, which I have to blow up. Okay, so... Ah, bloody hell, that's not very
Onward to glory.
professional of me. Like, leaving something alive? What bad form. Oh, I'm sorry, Orc. We really have to apologise to you for the delay in this delivery of death.
Weapons at ready.
You know,
It is time.
we experienced unforeseen delays in our delivery, and
Onward
we do
to
appreciate
glory.
your forbearance
Stay
and
vigilant,
understanding
brothers.
in this time, and hope you will continue to
Cleanse, purge,
use us
kill.
as your primary death dealer.
Cleanse,
So,
purge,
what could
kill.
be... Oh,
Cleanse, purge, kill.
what we got to shoot over here?
We will crush the
Ah!
enemies of the
Oh,
Imperium.
there's a tank, which is doing absolutely nothing. Okay. Maybe that's what I've got to blow up.
Cleanse,
Maybe it's
purge,
got something to do
kill.
with this up here.
Understood. Take and hold.
Sorry about coughing that. Yeah, I really have not got a clue what's going on here. Yeah,
Orders received, brother.
it's not that, because that would
Moving out.
doing it. Well, we have
Orders received.
orky things over here. Oh, this is annoying. Damn, I was hoping to have this kind of go smoothly. I mean, it's, you know, I'm kind of going, oh
Fear
no,
our wrath.
I'm not doing well. No!
Understood. Understood.
Something up here, maybe? Nah, I don't think so. Let's, oh, crap. That's really... Okay, so apparently I forgot that I've got to build an armory in this level. Oh god, this is unprofessional as hell. Okay, so an armory is a building we build to kind of get our heavy weapons, and I just completely forgot that that was even in this mission. I didn't think that came in until the next mission.
I await your...
So if we look here, we've got to build an armory. And that's basically it. After that, so this is a really weird way to do this mission. We've just kind of killed everything, and now we're going to go back and build the armory. Yay for organised military advances. Yes. So I'll just
Yes, most beneficent
get
one.
this built, and
Build routine 721
we should-
initiated.
have the mission 1.
Initializing build protocol.
Yeah. These guys are actually they're alive, but they technically, but they're basically flesh robots.
Excellent. The armory is operational.
builders guys here.
The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their standard bolters to flamers and heavy bolters.
Because if that's needed now. So this says... Okay, so I've also got to build a plasma generator, which
Yes,
I also
Lord.
had no clue.
With all due haste. Yes, Lord. Build routine
Yeah, maybe
721
the commander said
initiated.
it, but like, usually the objectives are kind of
Not forget our power needs.
flagged by the
Building a
commander,
plasma
but
generator will supply us with the
I
power we
completely
need to
didn't see
keep our
that at all.
force going.
but yeah, there we go.
Here to
I just
serve.
I wanted to get
Yes,
into
most beneficent
tearing
one.
apart Orc face, so there we go.
Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate.
Yay!
But there is a limit of how many plasma
Kind of
generators
really
can be
pointless we had
built
to build
per
that in this
stronghold.
version. So yes, victory! I have this. The Space Marines finishing off some walks, and here guy has got a tank, and a librarian arrives.
I am honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you. We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the orcs. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men. I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord. See that you do, or we shall do it for you.
Again,
You have
wonderful voice
something
acting.
you wish to say. Say it, Colonel. How did you know? Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak. Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman and child. Colonel, your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces.
Plot foreshadowing. Woo-hoo.
Brother Captain, the Colonel wishes an audience with you.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, my Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply.
Mission success! So, we have successfully stomped on Orc Face. And yes, that was, despite the slight setback in completely forgetting to build half my base, that went rather well. So yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been my very first Minecraft video, so one thing I'll say is absolutely, I am completely new to this. I'm just doing it because I thought it would be fun. If you have any advice for me about how I could improve my videos, please absolutely do leave a comment, because I'm very, very interested in getting any kind of feedback you can provide, and I'm absolutely open to criticism if it's needed. And of course, I'm just starting. Of course, there's going to be many ways I can improve, so please do leave a comment if you have any feedback. And yes, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you continue watching into the future. One thing I will not do, which a lot of YouTubers do, and I'm not saying that, no one should do it, it's just something that personally annoys me, is I am not going to tell you to like my video and subscribe. Because I really think that you're intelligent enough to figure out how to do that if you want to, honestly. Of course I'd like it, but I'm not just going to ask it every time, because it just doesn't feel right to me. If you want to, then I'm sure you will, without me having to tell you. I'm sure you won't forget. So, yeah. See you next time.